It looks like we are getting ready to start.
Yeah, we're hopping in here to game one. So this is going to be two potentially best of five sets. The king is in loser's side, so to take it over D, he is going to win two sets in a row. Um, let's see how it goes as we start on Pokemon Stadium 2, one of the most neutral stages in this game.
Yep, kind of the go-to gentleman's to the neutral stage. I feel like half the time picking and banning stages isn't even worthwhile because you end up here anyway.
Yeah, I'm seeing the king has not yet actually taken any damage, and just as I say that, he does.
You
But
jinxed him.
I'm expecting
Yeah,
to see both players try and play relatively safe and patient. Both of them, I find, when I'm playing them, are just. I think the biggest thing about both of them is they're just so consistent. They really hit those combos and they just rinse and repeat. Even if it didn't work, they'll just go and reset neutral and approach it again and consistently executing that.
yeah, and one of the things I'm most excited to see is both these players are so good at spacing and playing that neutral game and getting those big aerials out to kind of take commands of the air. I don't
Uh,
know who's going to win it.
Yeah, we'll see. Palutena has really strong aerials, but Rob Rob does as well. Both of them known for their really strong and impressive neutral airs. Palutena's and Rob's both have different use cases though. Though they can both combo start, Palutena can essentially neutral air and just essentially combo the robot all the way across the stage by chaining those together. Whereas Rob, his neutral air can be used to start off one of those combos and combo it into something that could kill, such as a grab or a side beat.
Yep, and we're seeing Rob's damage getting quite high now, almost to the point where another neutral air may kill him. Back air definitely would at this point.
Yeah, so that's going to be a real challenge for D probably is how to deal with Rob at such high percent, and how back air is how he's going to deal with him on that first stock of the tournament,
Yep,
of the
and
Grand Finals.
D's going to start looking for some extra credit and racking up a nice neutral air combo that Rob jets out of.
Yeah, so Palutena is known to just eat up heavies because she's able to combo them around so much. Once she gets an opening, she's just able to rack up that damage. As we see, she's already managed to rack up 54 damage onto the king as he's trying to close out this stock desperately.
Yeah, he could really use a kill now. Palutena is a lighter character, and that made nope. But a lighter character should be out in kill range, and that side B's going to get it. That's such a good edge guarding option for Rob.
One thing I'm really excited to look out for, and I encourage viewers to do the same, is how Rob, the king, plays around the ledge. His ledge trapping is phenomenal, and his little top, the gyro, allows him to set up all sorts of sneaky traps. So I will pop off when I see those. You can guarantee it.
Yeah, he's going to do some things where he will have the top covering one of his opponent's get-up options, and then he'll move to cover two more by himself, and that makes it really tricky to recover against, and just will put you right back where you started off the ledge.
Yeah, so both characters have quite a bit of percent on them, but as we saw in that first stock, Rob being as heavy as he is, his effective, HP, he's able to survive a lot longer, being one of the heaviest characters in the game.
Yeah, that's one of the bigger things that's more noticeable in Ultimate than some of the previous Smash games is the heavy characters take a lot of work to kill. They truly live up to their name.
Yeah, and in previous games, the heavy characters were incredibly slow and lacked mobility, but in this game, I mean, their mobility options for heavy characters are wild. Bowser's initial dash is one of the fastest in the game. Rob can just dominate the air, he can just fly everywhere. So
yeah, it's really one of the first Smash games where heavy characters feel really viable as strong competitive options.
yeah, I mean, as we see here, this heavy character is one of the best characters in the game. And yeah, I mean, even though Patrick, the king, has been at such high percent, he's been unfazed, and wow. So that down throw sets you up for either an up air or an up smash, and ooh, that dash attack just going to kill. Maybe some sus DI there, but he was also super high percent.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting that. He's
Yeah,
going for that two-frame spike. That's not easy to hit, but maybe his best option with Palu's recovery.
Right, because if she doesn't perfectly grab that ledge with her up B, she's going to snap, and she's going to be vulnerable for just a few frames prior to snapping. So Patrick can capitalize on that. But what we did see, oh wow, see, that's one of those instances of exactly what we were talking about. Because her up B just didn't grab the ledge instantly.
Wow. Oh, that range!
Wow. The top into side B combo. So the side B, the rotor arms of Rob, those can kill you incredibly early, especially if you get them near the ledge. They can just carry you directly off the screen. So
and
even though we do...
the other thing about them that's really unusual is no matter... Whoa, you just missed. No matter what part of the arms catch you, it will always launch you the same direction Rob is facing. So whatever direction forward is, so you can get caught by the very back of the arms and still get sent forward, even though that doesn't make sense.
So there's exactly where we see, this heavy character, even though that we got the kill animation and everything, Rob survives that up air, and let's see, he can't really take too many more hits here. Even an explosive flame, I believe, would send him off the top, and he's got to find his way back into center stage and reset neutral. D looking for anything here.
Gets back to the ground.
This is a pretty stressful situation if you're D, because you're susceptible to being killed by anything, and you're just trying to find that stray hit.
Yeah, you can't fish too hard when you're... oh, and he finally gets it. Good DI there by the King, just not quite enough.
Yeah, because Rob is one of those characters where if you give him an inch, he'll take a mile. So if he finds a nair into side B near the ledge, it could be just lights out for you, even if you're at like 40%. So,
whoa.
What? We Fit Trainer?
That is D's strong secondary. I've played it before in friendlies. Very good Wii Fit Trainer. Did not expect...
was not aware that D had a Wii Fit Trainer.
But I'm assuming that's a counterpick to this stage. Smashville, not super knowledgeable about stages, but with Smashville, the lack of platforms probably hurts Palutena.
For sure, and I think Rob can just get so much stage control on this, using his gyro and how small the stage is. It's hard for Palutena to find stuff, I'd imagine. Wii Fit Trainer also will have a much easier time killing Wii Fit Trainer smash attacks and even her tilts when she is empowered with that deep breathing would be able to send this robot right off the stage.
Yeah, and you can see the little reddish shimmer shows that Wii Fit Trainer used deep breathing, which increases her attack power for a short period of time.
Yeah, so anytime you see D not glowing like that, he'll try to be looking for a second where he can just deep breathing. So when that circle appears around her, it's a little power-up, a buff, if you will, where for the next... Oh.
Oof. And just, I think he thought he had another jump, and the gyro just knocked him off.
Yeah, and also Wii Fit Trainer's recovery, she does need to mash, which might be something that D isn't as used to, given that he might not main this character.
Yeah. But yeah, you could already see that first stock. Even against Wii Fit Trainer, the King was just controlling center stage the entire game. And that's really important for a big, heavy character like that, is it just makes you harder and harder to kill.
Yes. Oh, wow. So that was the back hitbox of the forward smash, which not a lot of people are expecting. Her other hand goes behind her and will also kill you that direction as well.
Yeah, he just dashed in there. I think he thought he could beat out the forward smash and did not.
Yeah. But anyways, both players at a stock apiece. D's first stock may have been gone to some character unfamiliarity from that switch, but we'll see if it pays off. And he manages to turn this one back around. He does have the deep breathing now, so see as he racks up some damage, could easily bring up that damage deficit.
Where is Wii Fit Trainer? Is she a lighter character or a midweight character?
She's on the mid to... I think she's on the upper mid, to my knowledge. And
okay.
I'm not fully sure if her deep breathing does affect that stat or not, in terms of her survivability. So maybe someone in the chat can let me know, but I wouldn't be surprised if her survivability is also affected by the deep breathing.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure either.
But anyways, she is at
Oh, here's
135%,
the
and
parry.
Patrick will find the down throw to up air combo. He's just having to read that. I believe there's, like, you can either mash or not mash. And, you know, when you mash, you'll get out faster. But if you don't mash, you'll just stay in there for a little bit. And essentially, the king has to react to an extent, but given we're online, he's preemptively having to guess which of those options you're going to do.
That's correct. Yeah, that down throw buries the opponent for a short period of time, and you can mash out of it. But at higher percents, got the spike coming back to stage.
Yeah, and I don't even know if Patrick was expecting that one either, because that forward air spike is so sneaky. Her foot will just stay out there, and if you get touched by that foot, you're going downstairs.
All right, here's another berry, and he's gonna... Okay, so D did not mash as much that time, and he got with the up tilt. Yeah, it's kind of a game of rock, paper, scissors with Rob's down throw. You have to guess what they're gonna do.
In spite of the percent deficits here, I'm not counting D out of this one just yet, especially given that the first two stocks of the king have been killed by entirely, essentially, what feels like random hits. So a random hit from D here could just win him the game.
Especially with deep breathing currently. Like, he's got to be a little bit careful. He is racking up the damage, though. He's one good hit away from finishing off D and evening up the series. And that was weird.
Yeah, I think twice now D just was not able to recover. And again, that's where maybe the character unfamiliarity might be coming in.
Happens a lot online.
Yep. So he will be going back to the Palutena, the tried and true, the trusty character. Let's see how it goes. We're on Small Battlefield, one of the stages we were talking about. And oh my goodness, Small Battlefield pays off immediately for a 42% combo. You see how he used the platforms there to extend his Nair string. To just bring Patrick all the way across the stage.
And the king getting some nice up air juggles there. Both these characters have slightly disjointed up aerials that will catch your opponent before they can hit you. So getting back down to stage is a very important part of this matchup. Using the teleport, that's a bit of a get out of jail free card, just teleporting downwards.
Yeah, and our other resident Palutena expert here at Microsoft, Coda, is really skilled at getting the teleport cancels, where if you do hit the edge of a platform with Palutena's up B, you're able to do a slide-off cancel there. And
yeah, that's...
There we do see the king missing making his first wrong guess there on that berry combo, where he guessed for an up smash, but
he reads that right.
But he did get that tech in place with the last couple hits of the rotor arms.
Yeah, that's a very good tech read with the rotor arms, because you can just they're so wide and you can just glide one direction or the other to make sure you get that kill. Oh, that was a great one too.
A kill of his own, and we're back at 2 stocks apiece in this third game of set 1. Yeah, I feel like both players, as I'm watching this, are just so evenly matched. They're extending their advantages so well against one another. Really, when they get their hands on the other, they're just putting down so much. It's just a matter of winning neutral enough times to have those opportunities. A little bit of a breakdown of what that actually means to the viewer. Neutral is the moments between when characters are actually like trying to beat each other up, you know, trying to find the opportunity to get in on one another rather. So both characters have great tools to figure out and navigate the neutral.
Yeah, and then neutral will lead you into either advantage or disadvantage, which means exactly what it sounds like. When you're trying to get out of a combo or get back to stage, you're in disadvantage. And when you're pursuing someone, you're in advantage.
I'd say both of these characters are similar in a way, in that their advantage is insane. Both of them are able to push their advantage really hard as well. Oh,
that's
wow.
That's the same two-frame that D's gotten, popping him up with the down tilt into the back air. Really nice finish.
Yeah, huge. So yeah, as I was saying, both of them have really good advantage. Rob, however, I think has a much worse disadvantage in this this matchup, and I'm seeing D right now capitalizing entirely on that. While Rob is behind, he's just laying 60% combo strings on him and not letting him make his way back to center stage. It's really what you got to do.
Totally agree. Yeah, and I think Palutena is getting a bit easier time getting off the ledge. Now here the King's going high to try to get back. Still almost a full stock lead percentage-wise for D now.
Ooh, interesting little play there with the gyro, but we have a back throw. It's getting him off stage. We're just going to rinse and repeat that edge guard situation. I feel like, wow, I think all three of the stocks were taken with that same sort of combo, eh?
Yeah, and he really picked up on something that he could exploit. I think D's shown this set that his ledge trapping, just deciding what to do to stop the King from getting back to stage, is immaculate.
Details on it, as well as a Microsoft Elite controller, and bragging rights as the champion of the Microsoft Give Gaming Tournament 2020.
The King sticking with his Rob here. I think that's a good choice. While his King DDD is a fantastic secondary, I think that's an awful matchup against Palutena.
For sure. And we are on Kalos. So we were talking about earlier about the distinguishments between different stages. On this stage, the blast zones are massive, meaning it's going to take a lot of knockback in order to knock someone off the stage so that they die. Palutena, her strongest moves are her smash attacks, but those are incredibly slow, so we're probably not going to see a lot of those. So it's going to be just a nightmare for D to try and find the kills here, unless Patrick the King is at a very high percent.
Yeah, I think D may try to get some kills off the top here with the up aerial maybe. Otherwise, it's going to be an extra 20-30% compared to where he usually was killing him.
Yeah, small battlefield is small. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and there's the kill off the top. That was so low. He was only at 107%.
Yeah, and we do say that's so low, but 107% on another character would be nothing. But yeah, to close out a stock of Robs at 107% must hurt for the King, because he wants to make those stocks count as much as possible here. And, might have been a DI error or something like that, but unfortunate. Let's see if we can find the read. He does find the read, but just not enough to get Palutena to fly off the top. In the meanwhile, he's taking 80% himself.
Yeah, some good extra credit for D to start off this second stock.
Yeah, you know, we might end in time to run those sweepstakes right after this at 5:30, but I'm really hoping that King turns it around. But that second up air, 2 up airs to close out those first 2 stocks, and D with a handy lead over the King. 3 stocks to 1 at the moment, and control of the gyro.
Yeah, you can see the King take a second or two on that Angel platform to recompose himself and figure out what he needs to do to get in against this Palutena of D's.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to take a deep breath on that platform, reset your mindset, and just try and figure out what you're doing wrong. But here, D is just really stacking on damage. He's going to get another 70% there, almost unanswered, as the King has not found any advantage state here yet. He hasn't been able to trap him on the ledge or even hold center stage for more than a few seconds. Let's see if he can manage to close it out here. And another thing is now Palutena does have max rage, even though it isn't nearly as effective as it was in Smash 4, it's still going to count. So let's see what ends up killing here. You see that Nair sent him just so far away, and Patrick's now in a disadvantageous situation. Will he get closed out with a down tilt back air? Ooh.
Yeah, the King's really going to need a miracle to bring back all 3 stocks and get another game out of this. But we've seen it before.
Up tilt? Wow. Well, we finished at 529, so wow, that was unexpected for me, to be honest with you. I did not see the up tilt being what was going to end the set there, let alone the up tilt,
Yeah,
for a
but a
3-star.
major congratulations to both these players. D is a fantastic player. Congrats, D. You dethroned the king. Saw that in Twitch chat. Thank you, Janitor Beaver, for the good pun. The king, fantastic job making it all the way to the finals. I'm looking forward to seeing both of you play in our future tournaments.
Yeah, wow. We have a force to be reckoned with, a new force to be reckoned with here at Microsoft. Congratulations to D. Congratulations to the King as well for taking second place. And shoutouts to Gemstar for a third place finish. Thank you to all 69 entrants who participated. Thank you, Jeremy Sparks, for joining me here on the mic. And I'm going to be throwing it back to our host. I'm Kevin Deere once again. If you haven't had the chance to already, one last plug is join the Microsoft Smash Bros. Discord. I'll shoot a link over on Yammer as well as here. We have tournaments every week when COVID's over. We have tournaments on and off at the moment online. But
we actually have one tonight in about half an hour.
Yeah, our Discord's just a great place to find other people at Microsoft who play Super Smash Bros., find people to play casuals with, and learn more about the game. So thanks so much for having me and supporting Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and the Microsoft Give campaign.